We are back in the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Perez, and we are talking about the storm system moving in later today. A lot to be aware of.
Yeah, and so it comes with a different type of precipitation as well as some strong winds. Those are the main hazards to be mindful of. And it kind of kicks off later on this evening. And so it starts off with more of a wintry mixture before we have that transition to snow. However, ahead of all of this today, Election Day, we're expecting some record warm conditions today. Our highs quickly climbing into the 50s behind the system. We have the bitter cold for tomorrow as well as on Thursday. Tonight and this evening, it starts off as a little light rain mixing in with some freezing rain and sleet mix. That could make for some icy surfaces this evening and tonight. Then during the overnight hours, it transitions to some snow, and then strong winds start to form by tomorrow morning, and we continue with snow and those winds tomorrow throughout the day. So by tomorrow morning, you'll encounter some slippery road conditions, and with that wind going, potentially some poor visibility from blowing snow that will be occurring early in the morning. So there are some alerts that will go into effect this evening. Winter weather advisories for all of the purple highlighted counties through tomorrow, and a lakeshore flood advisory for Marquette County as well. Here's the system. It's still west of us, moving into Minnesota this morning with a swath of snow extending back into portions of North and South Dakota. So the main impacts will be mainly to travel, a moderate to high risk for that. I mentioned some icy conditions potentially tonight, becoming slippery tomorrow, and then blowing snow, limiting visibility at times. But that wind will also impact the potential of some power outages, some downed tree limbs and branches, and as well as it'll cause some large waves that could cause some beach erosion and some lakeshore flooding. So those are all of the impacts associated with this system. Now, as far as snowfall, between tonight through tomorrow evening, easily 3 to 6 inches in the west, the north central, and the east, less than that towards the south. However, we will have some lingering lake effect snow for our northwestern wind belt. So mainly the northeastern areas, the higher elevations over into the Keweenaw could have ranges of 7 to 10 inches of snow there by the time all of this is over and done with. And then ranging around 8 inches to maybe a foot of snow in the far northeastern areas, Alger, northern Luce County, as well as Chippewa counties, basically through this upcoming Thursday. Here's your hour by hour. During our daytime hours, things are looking good. A few sprinkles in the east end this afternoon, and then initially a mixture this evening across the west that then transitions to snow by about midnight. Here's that swath, which will track east by tomorrow morning. This is 6 a.m. We'll still have that swath in the central and the eastern UP. It moves out. Lake effect snow takes over along the northwest wind belt and continues in those areas throughout the day tomorrow, extending into this upcoming Thursday. Small little bout of snow coming in on Thursday as well. Winds, they'll be out of the northwest, increasing by tomorrow morning with gusts of 35 to 45 miles per hour near Lake Superior, and then ranging 40 to 45 miles per hour throughout the course of the day for the eastern half of the UP tomorrow. That's 11:30 in the morning, weakening as we head towards tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Temperatures ahead of all of this action will be well above normal, easily 20 to 25 degrees above normal to 30 or more along the Wisconsin state line. So highs for the most part in the upper 50s inland to around 60 degrees for portions of Iron, Dickinson, and Florence counties. Otherwise, the shorelines of the Great Lakes into the 40s. That cold air moving in quickly overnight by midnight teens in the west. Tomorrow morning, some single numbers, and then tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures into the teens for most areas. When you factor in the wind, it will feel colder than that. In fact, wind chill readings for tomorrow will be in the single numbers below 0 to single numbers throughout the course of the afternoon. So tomorrow is going to be a windy, a snowy, and a chilly day for sure. It's short-lived. By Friday, we're back into the 40s, could even have some 50s for Friday in some interior spots, and then we continue with that spring stretch again.
My goodness, this is just about as dramatic of a season as I can ever remember.
Yeah.
The swing in temperatures, just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gonna feel not great tomorrow.
I know it's not.
Trying to like wrap my brain around that.
Come to terms with the fresh
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
I'm not excited about it.
When I see it.
No.
When I see it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We all might just be bundled up in our bed tomorrow morning. All right, nobody's here. All right, coming up, it's primary election day, and we're looking into early voting turnout in